Hello. It's a mic stream. Wow. But not a long stream. Incredible. Corporeal form. Alright, let me confirm that I have the volume turned down on this all the way, but I have. Video evidence. This dog. She wants in, but she can't get through the childproofing. Jail. Straight to jail. Okay. So, win condition, lose condition. My new thought. The meter is your personal health resource. And it ticks down over time. Okay? So you have to constantly replenish it by just touching stuff in the sheet music. This is going to be like small little bits of stars or something. And you don't have to press a button in time with the music for it, and there's no penalty for missing it. I'm actually going to say no penalty for missing things at all. Just get those out of here completely. No penalties for missing music. The penalty is you didn't get the good thing. Hitting notes is going to deal damage. And the amount of damage necessary will depend on the level. So you're trying to deal enough damage to take out to beat the level before your health runs out, which I think the idea will be that you could conceivably maybe missing notes does dock your health, that you could conceivably not like maybe perpetually like keep the level going, but probably not. Like you gotta make progress. You gotta be hitting the notes. You can't just keep missing notes and only go for health regen. You gotta get the notes. But to add some pressure for missing them, the meter's gonna tick down over time if you're not, constantly filling it up. And there won't be any benefit to having it full except leeway. The note hitting precision, I think, will affect the amount of damage dealt by the note. So I think that's the actual plan. So the reason I don't like that, and that was a possibility that I was noodling around, is well, okay, at the end you have to be past a point. The music doesn't have an end. All the music in the game, with some exceptions, all the fight music is looping. And so it's going to wind up being really awkward. So I want to force conclusion of the minigame by player action and not by, well, you got to 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the music and that's when I decided we're cutting it off. I like the idea instead that you just flat out run out of time by failing notes or not getting enough of the little stars or whatever. Or you complete it. So in a way, it's kind of like a tug of war, but instead of having an end point, it's more of just like the threshold that you have to meet keeps kind of going in on either direction. Hey, Fanny Slam. I saw you. Who did I see? You were. Oh, not the bees! It was this morning. It was, blah, 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 blah. Bees! Hang on. I've got it. And by I've got it, I mean I have a computer and, Nujank. It was Nujank. And I thought about popping in and saying something, but I've never spoken in Nujank stream, and it feels weird to do so. Yeah, true. Nujank usually isn't on in the mornings. It was weird. Usually Nujank streams are like way too late for me. All right, let's see here. Hang on, let's pull this back up. Look at this dog. Look at this dog desperately. I can't zoom this anymore, can I? I'm gonna have to like crop this in I'm gonna have to crop this in Resolve or something. She can't. She's just pulling. She does not have the ability to. She does not have opposable thumb, so she cannot reach into the little gap and push down on the little panel to release it. Not yet. The moment that Hovercat left the house this morning, Posey immediately, I could hear her downstairs, like, tugging on the trash can. She's going to invent thumbs. We gotta watch out. She's gonna do it. She's just gonna do it. Oh, she wants that baguette. She wants it. Alright, so let's take this. And new inherited scene it, and call this, Star Note. And we're gonna use the classic. But I want to change the color to more of a goldish, I think, would be good. Do I have a gold gradient? No. I know, right? This is a treble maker, you see. Because... Anyway. All right. Star Note. So we're going to add that to our types of notes. So the standard note is going to be more of the damage dealer. So we're going to see that one less often. Yeah, we're looking for physically close. We need to wrap this in its own little this. All right, so that's going to be how we determine that it is at the right height. And then also we need to spawn objects. Star Note is star note. There we go, done. I think that does it. But now we need to do, like, what do we do with that? What do we do with all of this? Okay, so we're gonna make some changes here. We're gonna make some changes around here. Looping is not gonna matter anymore. We're not doing any kind of auto loop stuff, I don't think. Oh, I still want to do hold note. Okay. So, the victory condition is going to be the meter is your health. So we're calling that score right now, and that's still fine. Except here. We don't want to add score for a multi-note or a note done. We're going to replace add score with on hit note. And then that's going to do something. Combo. We still want combo meter being a thing. I mean, maybe it's kind of cool. I still don't know what to do with full health. Like, I've got this cool rainbow effect for full health, but that doesn't really do anything yet. Okay, so hitting a note is going to deal damage. And then we're going to have on hit stars. Yeah, well, now we've got this mess here of level the range. What do we call it? Yeah, this right here. The score range. So this is now the health range. So if I count each star, then we probably want this to be significantly less overall. And we also want score to go down over time. How quickly, though? Per beat? Yeah, I think we should have a previous beat. Yeah, previous beat processed 0. So this will be an int, right? Yeah. So we'll get current beat. Process. Yes, Posey. Wait, does get current beat return an int? No, it does not. So it returns like a half beat. So we want to do the floor of that. And have an on beat change function. And this is going to deduct score. But not a lot. Oh, Abram. Thank you for the sub. 20 months. That's almost a year. Thank you so much. Man. That is a significant amount of time. How did this all begin? How did this all begin? December 2024, it says, for follow. was likely game dev stuff then. Or a one-off. That could have been Minecraft. I just don't know. I try to remember where, like, how I acquire people. But no, I got nothing. The last 2 years have been a blur. The pig stacking minigame. Oh man. I love pig stacking. Love stacking some pigs. Alright, let's say that on average score goes down by a half per beat, which means you have to keep up. It means we have to provide enough stars to offset that, I think is the big takeaway there. So let's just watch that go down. See, my score is dropping down. Look at this. This is just the consistency test. Here, hit 80 notes in a row. Cool. Okay. We do want, on hitting a note, I do want that to increase score. Now that I think about it. I think that's reasonable. Miss. Miss. That's reduce score. So we're gonna replace reduce score. There's only two, okay. On miss note. We're gonna do a small penalty. A little penalty. Not the 20 it used to be. I don't think I want to do combos at all anymore. Just get what you can get. I'll leave it commented out just in case. Okay, I think that's reasonable. So if score drops to 0, so let's have a single function for reduce score. So that we can handle both of these in one place. I guess an add score as well. Even though it's like a trivial amount of code, it's one line. However, it makes it so that if I want to do something every time you score, then I can just add it here instead of adding it in two places up here. This is a whole mini game. This is a whole mini game, Abram. It's a massive side quest. This is how you collect the soundtrack, is by beating these guys. So you get this quest started in chapter 5, and it will let you go back. You can go back to previous chapters to find these guys hiding out, and beating each one will unlock a chunk of the soundtrack, I imagine. How many? Okay. Let's see here. 52-ish. Minus some other things. So let's say there's about, if we include, let's say about 7 or 8 tracks per chapter. So I'd say that when you beat one of these guys, you're gonna unlock 3 to 5 songs of the soundtrack that you can play anytime in the pause menu, which is minor. You can watch the soundtrack on YouTube or something probably by the time this is out, but I think it's really nice to have that in-game. It's something interesting to collect, and it'll have a little bit of information about the specifics of each song, like credits, and we'll have a cool little visualizer for it, hopefully. Okay, so we got the small notes. I need a on lose. And I don't know about on win. How much optional stuff? Okay, let's see. Big optional stuff. Okay. So one thing are the databanks. Which is just things you can fill out in the game. So for instance, your list of every enemy in the game, you have to scan them. Oh, this shouldn't show up multiple times. I'm gonna have to do something about that. You have to scan them to get their information, and then they'll also appear in the databank. So that's one thing you can collect, and there will be probably not an in-game reward for getting them all. This will more likely be just an achievement and 100% stuff. It's very similar to the title log from Thousand Year Door or the enemy spying from Bug Fables. You gotta have that in this genre. It's like a staple. Collecting all the modules, collecting all the music, which I mentioned. These are each line is a song. Collecting all the status effects. This is gonna be a weird one. I don't think I've ever seen this done before, because normally in a video game you do not need this many status effects, but I really like status effects, so enjoy status effects. And then of course you'll have achievements, which I don't have this. The system works, but it's got a lot of work left to be done on it. Like a lot of achievements. I forgot the name of this one. Hasta Ballista. I like it. So yeah, a lot of these are for just performing a move very well. Some of them are going to be for chapter completion. Some of them are going to be for other databank completion, that kind of stuff. But there's going to be other things in the game that are fully optional, but something that you can strive to achieve, and I think that's fun. There's going to be a decent amount of optional stuff. I still have in the back of my mind a full side mode to make the game vaguely into a roguelite or roguelike. Similar to there's a TTYD mod called Infinite Pit, I think. Oh, and there's another one, but I don't remember the name of it. But both of those, it's the Pit of 100 Trials of here's a fight, a treasure, a fight, a treasure. in Thousand Year Door and Bug Fables, which Bug Fables only has 50 floors, you go through this gauntlet of combat and it ramps up the difficulty and the treasures, and then you get to a complete end where there's like, okay, you did it. I guess you get a reward. It's not a great reward, and if you're capable of completing the challenge, you probably didn't need the reward in the first place. But the mod that I saw makes it more of a roguelike experience of here's a choice of treasures, but the treasure pool also includes things like partner unlocks, modules, major abilities in the game. So you actually have to consider like, okay, what do I need now? And it gives you the opportunity to use moves that you normally would not bother with because, oh, you know, you always get this move in Chapter 6, and by that time it's not that great compared to this other move you get in Chapter 4. But if you randomize things a bit, oh, you know what? This move is... Since I don't have the Chapter 4 move, this is viable. And now you're kind of using things in the game that otherwise you wouldn't. I think that's fun and interesting. The end. Thank you. Bye. Okay. So on reduced score, if score drops below 0, then call on lose. Guess we'll have an is active to monitor. Haven't won or lost yet. And on lose, we'll turn off active, and then what do we do? You can't do actions on any of these. Can't do actions if the game is over. Can't do any of this if the game is over. Shouldn't do any of these, honestly. Should I even allow the... This is fine. None of these are useful. Okay, so I think what we can do is just do not process. Do not process. Do an early return. Yeah, fine. I did it. I did an early return. What of it? Okay, so now we've got our lose condition. It doesn't really do anything except lock your controls, but we'll take it. We want to make it so it'll play a hurt animation and some other stuff. I should extract this. Yeah. This is still to do. If you pass a star note, we're gonna add score 1. Oh wait, no, on hit stars is what that's supposed to be. Okay. Handle actor animation. All right, extract this. And now do it anyway. Player hurt time. Oh, we need to get Delta in here, huh? Okay. Because now also, player hurt time currently happens on Miss Note. so that should go down here. Oh wait, what is this? What is this? Yuck. Okay, much better. So many little helper functions, though. On lose, we are going to kick in player hurt animation, and we're just gonna sit on it. Do not stop being hurt. I have so many tiny functions now. This is unwieldy. I extracted so much logic just for cleanliness here. On loop doesn't even do anything because we've decided we don't need it. So true, so true. Oh, we looked up the actual Stepmania millisecond windows, by the way, for perfect versus okay versus whatever else there is in the middle. I figured that would be the thing to do. You know, this has been solved. This problem has been solved. I used those as a guide, and I reduced it to just 3 different grades. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Still need this. Still need a hold note. Alright, so this works now. That's good. We don't have a win condition so much. Also, I kind of want the enemy to have a health bar, but I don't know if I want to show the number of their health. But I do think it would be helpful to the player to know, like, oh, that is what is doing damage. That is progressing the battle. This is good. This is good. I should keep doing this. So what if temporarily fight a pig? Temporarily, we fight a pig. Why is there no sky? Why is there no sky? It's weird. Okay, so when you get the title, you get the health bar, but also you get the number. It's the sky. What would be the health of you know what? Maybe it's okay to show the actual health of them. I don't know. Sets. Here we go. So the farm set. Does it not have sky? It doesn't have sky. That's weird, right? That's supposed to have environment. Outdoor 1. I love environment outdoor 1. Where's environment outdoor 2? No, it's not environment outdoor 2. Does environment outdoor 1 include light? Yes. Therefore, we don't need this light. Oh. So, does this have sky? Yes. But it also has world environment. That's interesting. This one, sky. This one, sky. 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 Yeah. Okay. Very strange. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. Worked. It's perfectly capable of any command like that you can think of. We have the technology. Right, anything you can think of, you can just throw it in. Actually, kind of, sort of. I hope Duke was on. He loves hearing his voice at 3 a.m. Okay. Pig. The piggle shows me that it does have health. So we could just say that you automatically start with his health. Oh boy, man. I need to queue hurt actions, right? So let's do good old-fashioned show me someone getting hurt. Okay, this. On hit note. We want to add score and deal damage. I stand by it. Q hurt actions. And that's it. But also, I would like a nice little sound effect. Do I want a sound effect? Maybe. So what I'll do is to do sound effects. Also, this is Battle Manager dot this. Target. Not the actor. Battle Manager dot enemy side units. First one. And then source is just going to be player side units. Amount of damage. Oh, ooh. 1 damage, but also flat amount. Flat. True. Liari, welcome in. Flat. Flat damage equals true. That's it. Also, it should be... Wait, is flat damage by default piercing? No. So I need to specify that it's piercing damage, because what if you had some kind of module equipped that increases the defense of everything by 1? I don't think we have anything like that, but what if? Then suddenly you can never win these because you can never change the amount of damage you're dealing. So there we go. So let's call this damage instance. There we go. A little bit easier to plug in changes to. Flat damage, piercing. I kind of like the damage system here. So I've got like different flags that I can throw on. 65 stream streak, Liari. That's incredible. That's almost a year. Thank you for your stream streak. So we've got the amount of damage, which gets added to the source unit's power, unless it's flat damage, in which case it does not care about the power of the unit and it's just amount. So that distinction is useful for if, for instance, you're using an item that deals damage, like a baseball always deals 5 damage. It doesn't matter if the player's got a strength buff. The baseball still deals 5 damage. Piercing, it ignores defense. Stealthy is an interesting one that's rarely used. It means that if the target is asleep, Stealthy does not wake them. I don't remember why I have that exactly. I'm sure there's a good reason. And then there's some other ones. And then some other flags I can kind of give like elemental style stuff to, which is very niche. Where is Stealthy used? Ah! Poison damage does not wake you up, for instance. That's it. That's an example. That's an example there of how that works. Don't worry, we got it. We got it. All right, cool, cool, cool. So now you take this guy takes damage, hopefully. Let's double check that multi-note. Yeah, you still get on-hit note. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Let's damage him. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on? What was that about? Why did I lose instantly and forever? Score apparently dropped below 0 immediately. Yeah. What's our score at now? Negative 0.5. Ah ha ha ha. Our initial, because 0 is not the lose point normally. It should be the lower bound of our score range. Which here is negative 20 to 50. So 0 is kind of like your initial value. So instead of looking to be below 0, it should look to be below the lower value of the score range. Skill issue. Damage him. Well, I got him. Okay. All right, cool. Need to consider adding a flag to cue hurt actions to make it silent. Like, no damage noise. or alternate damage noise or something. Also, we have to do a "Are you dead?" check. Do we have any of those? I guess we could just do that in the process. Throw it in process. Just chuck it in there. Check for win. No, that doesn't go there. We just say, if this guy dot HP dot current has dropped to 0 or below, then you did it! Congratulations! Yay! At that point, is active equals false. We're done. And then we'll trigger some kind of shift into victory music, but maybe with a slight change of like, oh, and you got Chapter 1 B-side, or whatever we're gonna do. I still don't know if we're doing records or cassettes, or what our theming is gonna be. Okay, I do need to end the music. Song. End the normal music so we can jump back to regular music. All right, cool. So now there's a win condition, there's a lose condition. There's still no point in accuracy. I think that's okay. Because this is not a rhythm video game. So if you're more on beat or less on beat, that's not really the point. I don't want to punish you for not having rhythm. I want you to be able to... I want this to be beatable on mute, I think is my goal. I want this to be something that you can just look at the notes and follow along with what you see, and that's still okay. Accessibility is good. Now, if this was a rhythm video game, that goal would not quite work out for us. Okay, I think that's that. Win condition, lose condition, done. Every actual note deals damage. Yes. Meter is representative of only your health. Yes. Drops. Yes. No. We still need to make a hold note. And then we need to actually design a level around a song, which means I'm going to have to build some tools to do that. And I don't know what that's going to look like. I want to just kind of like hear the song and kind of like move to the beat. Have a good nap, Fanny Slam. Thank you for hanging out. Can I make this into a 9 rect? No. No. definitely maybe. What I want to do is have the hold note, right? I want to make the hold note. Hold note. Hold note. Here we go. I want to make the hold note. But to do that, I don't want to. I mean, that would be silly. What I've got in mind is more like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you'd have something like this. I want to be able to draw a nice polygon between these. And I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. What would that look like? So I want to do like that. And then like that, kind of. But then obviously the ordering would be different. This would be ordered here. This would be ordered here. And then this somehow has the texture of... I guess an Atlas texture of this guy. And then it would be just this section here. Yes. Why does that not show up? Can you not do an Atlas region? You might not be able to do an Atlas region. I don't think you can do an Atlas region. Okay. Oh, that's tricky then. That does present a difficulty. Oh, why does it do that? Huh, okay, that's fine. So like ideally, all right, hang on. I think I see a path forward here. Not a great one, but a path forward. Okay, so kind of like this, but then no, hang on. So the question, here's a question. If I stretch this out, what happens? Nothing. Interesting. So is it possible? No, because it's the repeat. The repeat isn't going to work that way. You would need a whole separate... Because apparently you can't do a Polygon 2D with an Atlas texture? That can't be right. It can be right. I've seen Atlas textures just not work. How to use Atlas texture with Polygon 2D? That's a shader. I don't know if you can do it. Why can't you use the Atlas texture in a polygon? That's what I'm wondering, Willow. That was weirdly loud. Let me try. Let me just try again, but like with a different. I don't know what. Yeah, it's just like not. So texture, filter. Yes, enable. Oh, we got something there. Hang on. And now we got nothing. Okay. Why? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It just doesn't recognize it. Oh, yes. All right. Hold on. Posey going for the trash can and not getting it. She wanted it. She couldn't have it. Couldn't be. It was her. Ah, man. Okay. Alright. Suppose then, instead of an Atlas texture, we just use this. Repeat enabled because that's allowed. Modulate. Well, if I nest it... No? Are you not modulated? Self-modulate. Oh. Okay, but also we could do like semi-transparent. Similar for this guy, maybe he could be like desaturated a bit more. I don't want to go no opacity because then it's gonna wreck the illusion of the trail that we've got going on there. But I also don't want him to be, you know, don't want him to be, oh, this is gonna be tricky. I think maybe what I want is to forget this guy entirely. And we just approximate him. And then get rid of him. Maybe? Or maybe it makes more sense to just have more like this kind of setup here. That might be better. Okay, where are my points? Here's my points. The point I'm trying to make. Negative 37. 27. And then this could be like here-ish, and then this would be here-ish. Is that right? 27, 37, meet in the middle. Negative 6? No. Be negative 7. Negative 7. Oh, numlock. -7, -7. All right, sure. We'll do that. And there's our hold note, but that's only a hold for 2. So this one is going to be tricky. All right, so we're going to have a hold note as a potential thing. All right. So let's go over to bomb. This is a good place to find all the places where we're using that. Treble object, bomb note, hold note. All right. And the way we're going to do hold note is it's going to be represented that it has to have a duration in beats. Let's say that this example 1 is a 4-beat hold. And all that means is that you are unable to move while holding the note, and it counts as a hit as long as you hold it the full duration, I guess. Maybe it'll just be a penalty for releasing it early. Which shouldn't be hard. It's not going to be a hard thing. It's more just going to be, it makes it easier to match the music. All right, cool, great. Bomb note. Physically close. No, we're not dealing with it. So we got to deal this with this. Multi-note's a weird one. Normal spawners. It's almost a normal one. So I think we can do this, but okay, so we got the scene, we instantiate it, and then we say if object.type is a hold note, then we have to do some extra to mess with the polygon stretch. Note dot okay, cool. Oh wait, not get child, find node, get node, get node. And this is of type polygon 2D. Polygon dot polygon. Oh, okay. Point is of type. Oh, shape is unknown. Packed vector 2 array. Okay, so now we know what point is. If point.x is not 15 or -5, so let's just say greater than 50. Point.x plus equals 100. I don't know. It's going to depend on the size of this. So that's going to be the object dot something Oh, that's cool. I've not seen that before. Object dot duration. So we've already got it set up for 2 beats. So subtract out those 2 beats. And we're gonna add in distance per beat. Or multiply in distance per beat. And do that. Okay, I think that might be it for the polygon duration. It's not gonna do anything yet, but it should appear. Oh, it's gonna appear with that multi-note. We might want to get rid of that. Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it wiggles. Oh, it wiggles. I don't want it doing that. I don't want it wiggling. Obviously. It cannot do that. I have to move the wiggle out, which means we need to change this. Let's change the duration to 8 beats, just so I can see that in action. Wrong scene. Okay, okay. How are we doing on time? About an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It's still doing 2 beats worth. So it's not even changing the polygon. Oh, is that an immutable thing? That might be an immutable thing. Okay. That might be... how can I do that? How can I instantiate this? Insert at index value. Is it immutable? Factorizer, pass by reference. Okay. I'm not seeing... Is it immutable? The getter returns a copy. Okay. Alright, alright. Still doable, still doable. Does this work? Let's find out. Sorry, where are we? What was that? Oh, okay. What? Polygon dot polygon. Sorry, polygon dot polygon. Not quite. Okay. Go set polygons shape. Edit polygons? Yeah, how do I add vertices? Here we go. Oh, wait, that's in the UI. Dang it. Edit shape of collision shape. No. 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 That doesn't work. Do I need to make a whole new... I shouldn't need to... You should... Set... Let's just add some log messages here. Identical. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Why is that? For point in shape. Print point. Wait, can you not? Surely you can iterate on it, right? Yes. I see the iteration happening. If point.x is greater than 50, and the value at that point is a vector 2, I should be able to edit a vector 2. Okay, hang on. Go vector 2, edit value. I'm just not seeing it happen. What if shape sub-0 equals vector 2 300 300? I don't know, just something obviously way out there, visibly out there. It does change. Okay. Oh. Is the okay, what if it's this? What if it's this? What if I need to do this? I might need to do this. Worth a shot. You don't like that? Oh, shape. Let's try that. Mm-hmm. Give me a really long tail. Come on. Oh, we got it. That seems pretty pointless, but I don't know. I'll leave it on the to-do list. It will come up at some point. Needs to be implemented. All right. We're not done. There is another type of note we need. It's not even a note. I need a bar. Measure bar. It's gonna be pretty darn easy. Let's go into 2D on here. Add a measure bar into our staff. At wherever. It needs to be able to work wherever, whenever. It's just a color rect that's like small-ish. 8 seems good. Okay, the ordering though. Ooh, that's tricky. There we go. There we go. Okay, so take this, add it to here, hide this, delete this. Done. Done. Measure bar can be added at any beat that I want to. Measure bar is now an official thing. Doesn't do anything by design. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, I think this will work. We're gonna try. Hopefully. Goal is on beat measure bars. What? Hey. What do you mean object.height? Make it object.get height default to. So I don't have to specify it for everything. Why are you a bomb? Why are you a bomb? Did I say, because I told it to do a bomb. That's why. 'Cause I told it to add bombs instead of measure bars. Still. It still demands to know the height of things that don't need height. I get it. I programmed it that way. Okay. So what we're gonna do? Oh boy. Oh boy. Is logging mode is edit mode, say. We don't lose score in edit mode. That's the rule. How often are we going to dun 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 dun. That could be tricky. How much movement do I want to force on the player? Oh man, this is gonna be a thing, isn't it? Oh boy. Okay. So the problem that we currently have is how do we go from how do I effectively chart a song? I think that is the appropriate term here. How do we chart the song? I mean, ideally, it would be as though I was playing it. So, what does that feel like? What buttons am I pressing to chart it? All this for a mini game. All this for a mini game. Okay, we can edit it. I feel like it's just going to be, I want to tap to the rhythm. I think that's the main thing we want. Oh my gosh. GQ. Don't tell me about your stream. I know what you were up to. Your backlog. The penguin is here if I can't have my microphone on because of nights where it's just a bad idea vis-a-vis child sleep. Tonight is fine though. We're gonna be charting music. Okay. I think what we do, maybe, I don't know. I think what we do is I want to do a single pass to capture the rhythm. And then maybe a separate pass to capture which of the 4 lines things show up on, and then we just roll with that. Well, I hope you had fun, GQ. I guess that's the important thing. All right. All right. So what we're gonna do is, if we are in edit mode, then we're going to log the current beat of the song. We need to round this to the nearest 1/12 of a beat. I hope I can manage that. I don't know for sure that I can. Dun, da, 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 da. That's 8th note. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So maybe instead we go with 6 fragments of a beat that we round to. Oh, what is that function? Snapped? Sixth. Is it snapped? Multiple of step that is closest to X. Yes. Yes. That is what I want. Someone on Blue Sky mentioned this function, and I filed it away because I'm like, I need this all the time. And I never remember it when I need it. Snapped. Okay, so now we've got our beat fragment, and I guess we'll just log that? I don't know. Oh, but I want to log it as a different thing. Just give me the raw data for now, and we'll figure it out from there. Until we loop, at which point, stop everything. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Oh, you don't like that, huh? Height again. Because of these measure lines. Alright, here we go. Let's chart. I'm gonna stop there. Let's see what we got. Nothing! Yay! Why did I get nothing? Glad I stopped. You get nothing. Why did we get nothing? We are in edit mode, right? Yes. And action was just pressed. Jump. Did this not go? I said good day, sir. Okay. That looks okay. All right. No, I'm not seeing any values here. Log? What is log? I want print in this case. Haha, there we go. That was it. Okay, well, we got something there. Let's do it again. Okay, I see an obvious problem here. Everything appears to be off by fragments here. So let's say print beat fragment, a space, and current beat for me here. Because snap should be the closest. This can be used to round to a floating point number to an arbitrary number of decimals, which is great. Why is it always off by a sixth? I expect more half beats and whole beats here. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what? Okay, look at that. I am very consistently up by just like 0.1, 0.2. That tells me the song. It's the song that's wrong, not me. Let me open it in Audacity. I'm going to take a look. Look at this. Look at this. Big old blank space. Big old blank space at the beginning. Do we have something that can mess with that? Battle with intro. BPM. Beats per minute. Yeah, wait, that is what we want. Why do I not see that anywhere in here? Beats per minute. Oh, there we go. All right, it is 140. So we're going to set that. And now, what do we have here? Offset. Offset is which point in the song do we come back to when it loops? That's loud. And then this is how many beats should the song be? Oh, see, now if I trim out... Let me look at this in Audacity here. We trim out... Okay, it starts here. Just, yeah, that's about our loop point, nearly. So I was getting consistently off by, what did we say it was? Like, yeah, my first one should have been a 0, but it came across as a 0.19. And then a 0.24, 0.21, 0.25, 0.29. Oh, see, that's unfortunate because that's like splitting the gap a little bit. And I do need this to be correct if we're gonna do this. There could be input delays going on here. Like there's all kinds of stuff that could be at fault. But the fact that beat 0 happened at about 0.19 makes me feel like I should... That doesn't sound right. It's here. And that's 0.05 earlier. A fraction of this. Oh, do I need some kind of just... All right. Let's say then that we give the song a input correction. I guess. And I think that is going to be per song too. Because each song might be a little bit different in its looping setup. But this gives us a good way of... actually, this gives us a great way of calculating what I think it should be. So hold on. Hold on to your hats here, ladies and gentlemen. You got your hats? Good. You're going to need those. All right, let's just do a little bit of data setup here. Replace space with tab. Chart it. Do modulo on it. And then I guess just, I don't know, average this, sort this. What do we do with this data? I kind of want to just see this. All right, let's do this. All right, cool. Make a chart. Show me the data. That's not the data I want. That's not the data I want at all. There we go. We got a few outliers of notes that were like definitely too early, definitely too late. But it's not too bad. Take another look. Okay, that's a very clear 0.2 delay. So let's call that input correction. It's 0.2. So where do we do that? That's on get current beat then, right? Is where we need to make the adjustment. We want to reduce it by... So get current beat, whenever we are about to return it, we're going to subtract it by our, we're going to subtract out our input correction. So we're going to roll back the timer by no, wait. No. Maybe? We only want that for this right here. And by extension for this right here. Adjusted beat. Okay, let's see if we get a little bit better looking data. All right, alternate idea here. So my idea was do I have a fast forward somewhere? Yes, toggle fast forward. Slow-mo. We have a slow-mo mode. Slow-mo rate is currently 0.25. And fast mode rate is currently quadruple. So let's just temporarily just make slow-mo half speed. $34.333. Hang on now. Oh, because of the adjustment. Uh-oh. If I play it in slow motion, is this adjustment no longer necessary? Is that what I'm seeing? Maybe. Let's try the beat test again. 1, 2, 3. That looks a lot better. All right. I think what we're going to do is at least for this test, we're going to go with half beats. I'm going to log just the beat fragments. So we're going to not get triples correct, but I can adjust them later. All right, so we run over it once. Dun, 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 dun. Thought that was the loop point. Okay, there's our loop point. All right, so we take all of these points here. And boy, there are a lot of them. So we're going to take those. Okay, that's fine. Jam them into one big list. And now we're going to go... And let's do all our logging stuff right here. All of our editing stuff here. Let's call it keyframe times. And it's just a big list. In the ready. All right. Level definition objects append a star note at keyframe time. That's it. Oh, and the height. I do have to define a height. I guess. All right, let's see how that looks. So we just should see just a line. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. One, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, that was mostly good. It was mostly good. It was fine. It was fine. Where do we go from there? Let's snooze this ad. We're gonna snooze out the rest of the stream. Okay. Hold note still not really implemented. We need to be able to compress level data. We'll get to that at some point. It's fine. I guess we need to mark the height of these. How do we do that? Because they're not gonna follow us. I want to do like a catch thing, whatever. Is there another standard note I could add on? Oh, interestingly, I could do drumstick also. And I could audibly confirm the position of the notes. Like, I know that's supposed to be a triplet, but it's not. Okay, this... This is actually super doable. All right. So here's what we do. This is going to be how this works. Is we're going to use the drumstick. If it's a drumstick, blah 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 blah. If object dot beat, if keyframe times has the beat and it's a drumstick, then we want to log the current height, the current player height. So log height, player line height, but not only that, we want to, I don't know. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. It's like, are we starting to pair these up or what? Um, um, because this will just give us another line of data, which is useful. Don't get me wrong. All right. No, don't like it. Don't like it there. The song is so fast. We're probably gonna have to pare down a lot of this. Dun 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 dun. Triplet 1. So that's 8.66, 9.33. Bum 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 bum. See if that sounds a little bit more accurate. Whoa. Oh, because I left the 9.5 in. Oh, 8. This becomes 8.66. This becomes 9.33. There we go. All right, and this is giving the heights. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's so much wiggling around. And the number of beats here, I want to reduce it to about one every second, right? Or one every other. How many beats is this supposed to be going at? Reduce score on beat change, we lose. So you only have to get like half of them if we do it every beat. Currently, this is coming through like often. 115 every 94 beats, so we're getting 1.2 notes per beat, so a lot. I don't know exactly how I'm going to proceed from this. We need to write notes. We need to write out our thoughts, capture it for next time I work on this. Okay, get the music back on. Okay. Step by step for charting. First off. So we need the is edit mode set to true. Run game at 0.5 speed. Tap along to the song with space. Capture output. Clean up if needed. Paste into keyframe times. Follow along with keyboard on second pass. Capture heights then something, 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 I don't know. Replace some notes with place some stars with notes or multis, holds, or whatever. Okay, aim for one note per beat, star or standard is fine. That's pretty much it though, right? And if you only have to deal, like, actually, I guess we still need to figure out how much damage to do. Still need to figure out how to compress the level data after I get a full level charted. But then this system is pretty much done at that point, I think, because you'll be able to do the full battle, start to end, lose condition, win condition. I'll need the caps on either end. I need something that gets you into the fight. So I need some way of spawning these guys in the world, which we can decide that after the rest of the game is done, in all honesty. And then I need the end cap for after you lose or after you win, what happens in the field. You know, he disappears and, oh, gotta go find him again. And then on win, it's a fanfare and, oh, you got the thing. Aren't you so clever? Oh, you did it. We're all so proud of you. But yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Pretty much no matter what. Okay. Perfect. We got Small. They went live like right after I rated out yesterday. Very annoying. That is who we're streaming it to, right? Double checking. Yeah. All right. Well, I feel better about the flow of playing the minigame and a lot worse about how we're actually going to chart the minigame, but I've at least got a vague idea. Unfortunately, it is just going to be work, and there's nothing we can do about it. Maybe I consider some kind of like rewind feature specifically for charting. But then it's like, does that overwrite other stuff? I don't know. We'll see. This may just be something we just have to try some things and see what works. But the goal is to make it so that it is a pattern you can actually follow easily and it's not too weird. Yeah, we'll see. All right. We're going to Small. I don't know what Small's gonna be working on tonight. They got a few projects going on. Get rid of this. Yeah, really weird that you run the game at full speed and it's I don't know if it's an actual input delay or what, but I tried to follow along to the beat and it looked pretty consistently 0.2 seconds delayed, and about a quarter of that can be chalked up to the song itself starting on a weird beat, just the audio file, but I just didn't do a good job of cropping it because I didn't know that I was going to need it to be so well cropped. But the rest of it, I don't know. The rest of it is... all right. Everyone, have a wonderful night, and I will see you hopefully on Wednesday. But you might not see me. Haha. Bye.